Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
On SmackDown, Rhea Ripley and Paul Heyman did the unthinkable when they shook hands and seemingly formed an alliance between the Bloodline and the Judgment Day. While things did not end well for both factions, this development could lead to a massive swerve. Before Ripley and Heyman could shake hands, she asked him to acknowledge her. While the veteran manager is known to dismiss such antics with his humor, for the first time, the wise man looked serious, as if he was impressed with the Women's World Champion's boldness. While he got the alliance authorized by Roman Reigns, this bond could cause Heyman to betray Reigns and manage Rhea Ripley. Since the wise man has never managed a woman, if this happens, the Eradicator would make history by becoming the first ever Paul Heyman girl. Even though the angle is speculative, it is hard to deny that Heyman seemed impressed with Rhea Ripley. If they join forces, it will be worth seeing the progress the Aussie makes in her career as a singles star. Former WWE superstar once claimed she wanted to be a Paul Heyman girl. After spending 35+ years in pro wrestling, Heyman has become one of the most successful managers ever. Under his mentorship, several superstars have flourished, Roman Reigns being the latest example. The wise man's success has led to many superstars wanting him in their corner. One such superstar who wanted to be managed by Heyman was Saraya, FKA Paige. During an interview on Superstar Crossover, the former WWE superstar said, "Everyone wanted to be a Paul Heyman girl, and I even said to him that I wanted to be a Paul Heyman girl. I was in his book, he put me in his book, and I was like, oh my god, I love you." H/T Wrestling Inc. Based on Saraya's statements, one could only imagine the feat Rhea Ripley would achieve if she convinced Heyman to manage her. In the coming weeks on SmackDown, it will be interesting to see if he stays loyal to Roman Reigns and the Bloodline or switches sides to walk with Ripley. For decades, WWE has delivered some of the most shocking alliances, betrayals, and storylines imaginable. But what if two of the most brilliant minds in the business, Rhea Ripley and Paul Heyman, decided to join forces? Could they pull off something unprecedented in WWE history? With Ripley's dominance as a top-tier female superstar and Heyman's unmatched ability to manipulate, this unlikely pairing could shatter barriers and change the industry forever. A mutual understanding. Rhea Ripley has established herself as one of the most dominant female competitors of her generation. As the enforcer of the Judgment Day, she has transcended the women's division, regularly mixing it up with male superstars, proving that she isn't just another champion, she's a game changer. On the other side, Paul Heyman is the mastermind behind some of WWE's most legendary careers. He took Brock Lesnar from an NCAA champion to a WWE megastar, turned CM Punk into the longest-reigning WWE champion of the modern era, and has guided Roman Reigns to a historic reign as the Tribal Chief. If Ripley and Heyman aligned, it wouldn't be out of necessity but out of strategy. Heyman, always drawn to power, would recognize Ripley as a generational talent, someone capable of altering WWE's hierarchy. Meanwhile, Ripley, though self-sufficient, could see Heyman as the key to breaking WWE's glass ceiling and cementing herself as an all-time great, not just in the women's division, but in all of WWE. The power move that shakes WWE. This unholy alliance wouldn't be about forming another stable. Instead, it would be about executing the biggest power play in WWE history, Rhea Ripley officially entering the men's division and becoming the first woman to hold a recognized men's world championship. While WWE has seen intergender matches before, no woman has ever won a major men's championship at a world title level. China captured the Intercontinental Championship, but Ripley's ambition, fueled by Heyman's genius, would be to target something bigger, the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. Imagine Ripley standing toe-to-toe with Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, unfazed by the magnitude of the moment. With Heyman guiding her, she wouldn't be just another challenger, she'd be a legitimate threat. Heyman's promos would be electric. "My client, Rhea Ripley, is not bound by gender. She is not confined by limitations. She is inevitable. And soon, she will be the first woman to hold a men's world championship in WWE history. The build-up would be unlike anything seen before. Would WWE executives allow such a move? Would Roman Reigns, Rollins, or Damian Priest underestimate her? How would the Judgment Day react? These questions would create a buzz unlike anything in recent memory. Overcoming the roadblocks. Of course, such a move would face resistance. The Judgment Day might not approve, especially if Ripley begins overshadowing Finn Balor and Damian Priest. WWE's top male superstars would protest, arguing that Ripley stepping into their world is disrespectful. But with Heyman by her side, Ripley would have the perfect response. I've already been running the men's division from the shadows. Now, I'm taking my place in the spotlight. And when the moment finally arrived, whether at WrestleMania, SummerSlam, or even the Royal Rumble, Ripley defeating a top male star for a world title would be a historic, era-defining moment. The fallout. If Ripley and Heyman succeeded in this goal, it wouldn't just be a moment in time, it would change WWE forever. A woman would have broken the last true barrier in the company, proving that gender is no longer a limitation in professional wrestling. Would other female stars step up and follow in Ripley's footsteps? Would WWE create a new intergender division? Would Ripley's reign be short-lived, or would she cement herself as one of WWE's most dominant world champions? One thing is for sure, if Rhea Ripley and Paul Heyman pulled this off, it would be the most shocking, revolutionary, and unthinkable moment in WWE history.